destroying our base. Maybe we should do something against it.
The project How Multiplayer Online Battle Arenas Foster Scientific Reasoning and Argumentation is an interdisciplinary effort for understanding how hypothetic deductive reasoning and argumentation processes occur in video game contexts. This interdisciplinary job involves mainly 4 different disciplines: cognitive psychology, learning sciences, game studies, and media studies. But during our work within the project, we realized that it's really not limited to these 4 fields. We became interested in studying this phenomenon because video games are becoming more and more popular with the time. Every household has at least one console or one means to play video games. So it's important to study the influence that these new technologies have on everyday life for people, and also for cognitive influence on people, both in a negative but also in a positive way. This study is different to other studies in this field mainly in 2 ways. The first of all is that we use different techniques for data gathering, such as eye tracking, game talk, interviews, and cued retrospective reports, in order to bring a more holistic understanding of the phenomenon. Second, we make use of triangulation of research designs in order to ensure that our findings are correctly understood, mixing qualitative and quantitative methods. This allows us to make sense of the mathematical data from the perspective of the players and of the theory. We adequated the game laboratory of the Catholic School of Applied Science in Munich to look like an internet cafe or a LAN party, so the players feel more comfortable when playing. This is part of something we call simulated natural environment. With this, we want to study the player behavior as they would happen when they are playing at home or with friends. The research is made in 2 different phases, in which we aim to understand how players reason and make use of scientific reasoning when playing. The first phase is made with experts, and it aims to understand how they reason and the cues which will indicate when and how scientific reasoning occurs. The second phase is made with people that has never played multiplayer online battle arenas, and it aims to understand how the processes we see in the experts are developed during play. We started using the game League of Legends as it is free to play, is more known in the game's environment, and is not too complex. Nevertheless, aiming for generalization, we introduced some sessions using the game Defense of the Ancients 2, or also known as Dota 2. With this, we aim to find similarities and difference in players' reasoning amongst games. This research is mostly exploratory, as we are aiming to understand a certain phenomenon in a holistic manner. Therefore, we'll look for different factors, how they are presented, and how they interact. We are not falsifying hypotheses, but trying to understand what is happening in the mind of the players. Although we are in a preliminary phase now, we have had interesting observations about the types and ways expert players make and falsify hypotheses during the gameplay. Also, how they integrate them in their play strategy. We also have interesting observations about how these hypotheses are developed and which behaviors foster them. With this research, we expect to understand more in depth how players reason when they are playing, and particularly how they make hypotheses and falsify them. We also would like to understand how they communicate and how they argument while they play. Another expectation we have with the research is that eventually this helps the academic community to create models for understanding players' behaviors. This also involves not only learning and develop cognitive skills, but also how professional esports players play and how can they improve their performance.